Dearest, gentle reader, tonight we leave the glittering ballrooms behind and descend into the fog-choked alleys of Victorian London, where the legend of Jack the Ripper was born, a mystery that has haunted the world for over a century. Our first suspect, Montague John Druitt, was a barrister and schoolmaster whose life ended in a mysterious suicide just after the final Ripper murder. His own family suspected him, and Chief Constable McNaughton named him as a prime suspect. The timing of his death is suspiciously convenient, but there's no direct evidence linking him to the crimes. Druitt lived miles from Whitechapel, and his dismissal from his teaching post remains unexplained. Was he the Ripper, or simply a troubled man whose personal scandal ended in tragedy? The truth, like Druitt himself, may be lost to the Thames. Next, Aaron Kosminski, a Polish Jewish hairdresser living in Whitechapel, plagued by violent delusions and institutionalized for life. He was identified by a witness and linked to the crimes by modern DNA analysis on a shawl, though the evidence is hotly debated and likely contaminated. Kosminski's proximity and mental state make him a compelling suspect. Yet in the asylum he was largely passive, not the cunning killer who eluded police. Was he the Ripper, or just another lost soul in Whitechapel's misery? The case remains unresolved. Michael Ostrog, a Russian con artist and thief, was named a suspect for his criminality and medical knowledge. He was a master of deception, but there's no evidence he was in Whitechapel during the murders. Records suggest he may have been in a French prison at the time. His crimes were fraud, not murder. Ostrog is likely a red herring, swept up in the desperate search for the Ripper. Surin Klasowski, alias George Chapman, was a convicted serial poisoner who lived in Whitechapel and had medical training. Inspector Aberline believed Chapman was the Ripper, but Chapman's method, poison, was a world apart from the Ripper's brutality. Serial killers rarely change their methods so drastically. There's no direct evidence linking him to the Ripper murders. Was Chapman a different kind of monster, or did his evil take another form? The connection remains speculative. Francis Tumblety, the flamboyant American Indian herb doctor, was notorious for his misogyny and rumoured collection of anatomical oddities. He was in London during the murders and fled to America after being arrested for gross indecency. His flight is suspicious, but the evidence is circumstantial and the rumours unsubstantiated. Witness descriptions don't match his appearance. Was he the Ripper, or just a scandalous figure in the wrong place at the wrong time? The case against Tumblety is thin. Thomas Cutbush, a violently insane young man, attacked women in Whitechapel and was suspected by his own family. He was institutionalized in 1891 after the Ripper murders ended. The timeline weakens the case, and there's no forensic evidence linking him to the crimes. Was he the Ripper, or simply another tragic casualty of madness? The answer remains elusive. Walter Sickert, the celebrated painter, became a suspect thanks to Patricia Cornwell's theory that he embedded clues in his art and letters. DNA evidence is inconclusive, and Sickert had alibis for some murder dates. Most experts dismiss the theory as speculation. Was Sickert a killer, or just an artist obsessed with the case? The evidence points to fascination, not guilt. Prince Albert Victor, grandson to Queen Victoria, is at the centre of royal conspiracy theories. Some claim he was the Ripper, or that the murders were a cover-up, but he had documented alibis for the murder dates. There's no credible evidence of his involvement. The theory is pure scandal, not fact. The prince is a scapegoat, not a suspect. Could Jack have been Jill? The theory suggests a female killer, perhaps a midwife, could move unnoticed and gain victims' trust. Some witnesses reported seeing a woman with Mary Jane Kelly, yet the physical strength required and lack of direct evidence make this theory unlikely. The idea is intriguing, but mostly speculative. Jill the Ripper remains a provocative twist, not a proven solution. James Maybrick's candidacy rests on a diary surfacing in 1992 that confesses to the Ripper murders. The diary and an engraved watch offer chilling details, but their authenticity is highly disputed. Many believe both are clever forgeries, with no other evidence placing Maybrick in Whitechapel. Without the diary, the case collapses. Is this the killer's confession or the greatest Ripper hoax? The debate rages on. Our journey through suspects, gentlemen, paupers, doctors, artist and royalty, shows the Ripper mystery endures because it resists easy answers. The fog over Whitechapel has never truly lifted. The Ripper remains a phantom, his identity lost to history. Who do you believe lurks behind the Ripper's shadow? Share your theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.